society to be highly advanced and sophisticated, especially when compared to any of the previous ones that have come before us. Yet we, collectively, cannot even answer the question, when did human history actually begin? It seems a simple enough question, but not a single person throughout recorded history has managed to correctly answer it. Some say that history is written by the victors of wars, but a more important aspect to consider about history is that it has been consistently shaped and molded for political purposes throughout time. It all depends on who is in control of the pen when the history books are written, and more importantly, what benefits they stand to gain. The truth is that we do not know what happened in the distant past, but this fact seems not to dissuade some individuals and groups from definitively claiming the contrary. In recent history books, the beginning of America was attributed to Christopher Columbus. In actuality, it was the beginning of the end of the ancient Native American past. Priceless records, kept for millennia by native tribes and elders, were lost as their populations were decimated by European disease and violence. Modern DNA evidence confirms that the Americas were settled by more than one racial group sometime around 35,000 to 50,000 BC. A fifth haplogroup was identified in 1997, called Haplogroup X. This DNA type has been found in Native Americans, Asians, Europeans, Middle Easterners, and other people, but it is limited to 2 to 4% of the population. There have been many theories about ancient America, but technology has shed new light on important issues. Many ideas that have been deemed cultish in the past are now being redefined. The earliest date accepted by modern science that humans inhabited the Earth has been 200,000 years ago. Using new methods of testing, it could be much further than 10 million years ago. One of the oldest known civilizations, not often spoken of, is the Moundbuilder culture, found on nearly every continent throughout the world. Based on archaeological evidence, the Moundbuilders were likely a mixture of even older cultures that spawned the legends of Atlantis, Mu, Lemuria, and other lost tribes of history. Strange artifacts, writings, and structures of many kinds have been discovered at ancient archaeology sites that support this theory. We went to North Georgia, located in the United States, near one of the highest peaks of Brasstown Bald in the Blue Ridge Mountains, to explore claims that a Mayan civilization had been discovered. From our investigation, it is clear that there were remnants of an ancient civilization, but their origin has yet to be determined with any certainty. It seems much like today. It was a melting pot for more than one culture from the diverse influences found in the construction and artifacts at different sites. We also explored other Moundbuilder civilizations in North America and found that they contained artifacts with influences from unexpected places. The Etowah Mounds in Georgia, less than 50 miles from the proposed Mayan site, contain carvings that were similar to those of the ancient South American civilizations. Searching further north, in Illinois, there's the Burroughs Cave, which contains solid gold relics that appeared Egyptian in origin. To the east, in the Ohio River Valley, there were a number of civilizations that seemed to influence the sites attributed to the Moundbuilders as well. In 1860, near Newark, Ohio, the Newark Holy Stone was found in an ancient earthwork. This stone contained a figure wearing a turban and priestly robes, and inscribed on the stone was the word Moshe, a great Jewish lawgiver. A version of the Ten Commandments, or Decalogue, was also written in Hebrew on the stone. Less than a year later, in 1861, another stone, also inscribed with Hebrew characters, was found in an earthen mound near Newark, Ohio. Because of its unique shape, this tablet was given the name Keystone. The keystone was written in Hebrew and was translated as Melech Eretz, King of Earth, Toras Hashem, the law of the Lord, Devar Hashem, the word of the Lord, Kodesh Kodashem, Holy of Holies. In 1991, a similar stone, also written in ancient Hebrew, was found in Los Lunas, New Mexico, containing a similar version of the Ten Commandments. An ancient mining site was discovered near Isle Royale, Michigan, where it was determined that more than 500 million pounds of copper had been extracted by intricate means sometime in the very distant past. Ancient Indian legends claim that a group of fair-haired marine men did the mining. Petroglyphs nearby the site have been found, containing inscriptions of ancient sailing ships that look similar to Viking and Phoenician vessels in use thousands of years ago. In 1896, the Newberry tablet was found near Newberry, Michigan. The tablet was made of copper and inscribed with Cypriot Cretan syllabary. Cretan syllabary is thought to have been the root of Cree in Mayan writing. In 1912, an iron pot was found encased within a piece of coal in Oklahoma. A full impression of the pot was hardened in the coal after the pot fell to the ground, meaning that it had been in place prior to the formation of the coal. It is estimated that coal takes millions of years to form from its vegetative state of composition. The Grave Creek tablet, found in Ohio, was written in a Paleo-Hebrew script, similar to the Phoenician alphabet. A linguist translated the stone to read, "The mound raised on high for Tashech. This tile his queen caused to be made." Another interesting site, found in the early 1800s in Ohio, is the East Fork Hanukkah earthwork. This complex has since been plowed over, but a number of official sketches were done by reputable scientists and engineers of the day. The structure bore a striking resemblance to the Hebrew menorah, complete with an elaborate oil can earthwork above it. Based on initial sketches, the site was originally thousands of feet across and has no known connection to the indigenous peoples of the area. Remnants of the lost tribes of Israel show that they could have inhabited the southeastern United States as early as 3000 BC. In addition, the site of Watson Brace in Poverty Point, Louisiana, shows a connection that has an ancient Israelite influence. The site was constructed in a circle with no burial structure in the center. Artifacts from the Olmec culture were also found at this site. This site was inhabited by several cultures at around 2000 BC. It is believed that the tribes then migrated to another location around that time. It is thought that the Ohio settlements of the Moundbuilder civilization, which began around that time, could have been where these lost tribes migrated. Maize, a type of corn associated with Mesoamerican civilizations in the Yucatan, was introduced to Ohio as a staple crop around 500 BC, which suggests a connection at that time. Ancient mound structures have also been found in Siberia, America, China, Korea, Japan, Africa, and Europe. It is generally accepted that these various cultures began constructing the mounds at around the same time, though the original intentions of these structures remains uncertain. In the Iliad, Homer wrote how burials were constructed for Achilles' friend Patroclus and Hector. Alexander the Great had a gigantic mound built over the remains of Hephaestion, Alexander's personal bodyguard in ancient times. In 363 AD, the Roman Emperor Julius was killed while warring against the Persians and was buried beneath a huge tumulus or mound. Plato's description of Atlantis detailed alternating rings of water and land encircling a central mountain upon which a temple was erected. Legends of Mu, Lemuria, and Atlantis, as well as others, point to a near total destruction of the Earth sometime in the distant past. These legends also speak of sky gods that came down from the heavens to assist in the rebuilding of civilization. The Ica stones of Peru are said to illustrate legends of a highly advanced lost civilization from the distant past. The Ica stones show pictograms of advanced medicine and technology, which may have equaled or even surpassed what is possible today. The Rig Veda also speaks of 3 ancient continents that were in ancient Indian Sanskrit texts. The Mayan Popol Vuh contains an epic of people fleeing from several doomed civilizations as well. Perhaps a major component of the mysterious origins of our history is that all currently known cultures, stretching into the furthest records of antiquity, were all spawned from an even greater epoch that has been completely forgotten to us. This may explain why there are so many similarities in both relics and legends throughout the world. It is important to examine all such finds and sites with open eyes, and never let the facts be clouded by the preconceived notions of the purveyors of modern science. In order to uncover the truth, we must follow the facts and not the fallacies of false prophets. For more OOPARTS or to connect with us, please visit our website, hiddenarchaeology.com. Follow us on Twitter at cultarchaeology, or like us on Facebook /Hidden Archaeology. Until then, we will keep searching for answers one question at a time.